What's up, guys? Good morning. Today is the day that we go drop off the cage to the powder coater. And this is the guy right here.
What's up, guys?
And so tell me just a little bit and for the channel, like what exactly, when you got started, what your, all of your equipment. Wow, this thing is huge. 40
wheels, 40-inch tires.
Then we are going to be pulling this top off. Tomorrow morning, I am going to be jetting them to his shop. He already said I could actually video the whole process of me dropping them off and kind of plugging his shop. So that's the plan. Get to see his facility there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Once the roll cage is done, everything will be tied together very nicely, and it will just look amazing. We're gonna take these off. They are a torque 50, so I always stick anti-seize when I'm working with these. These like to get rusted and stuff, so just some words of wisdom is use anti-seize when you go to put these back in. It might save your bacon later on. So, alright, got that. And then there's one back in here, same right here, one back here, and up there and right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use two hands, take those out, and then we can get to the cage bolts itself. All the seat belt bolts and everything is a T50, but then the bolts that actually bolt the cage in are T45s. So I've got the whole thing loose. In the spirit of transparency, I want to show you guys something. Under here, I had a little trouble getting it off because if you see, it's rusted a little bit down here. I'll straighten this out. It's not going to be a huge deal. I think it's just surface rust, but any kind of rust is just kind of a bummer with how clean this thing is. Alright, to be honest, that's kind of an awkward pain in the butt. But we got it out. Looking good. An interesting story actually is that the powder coater lives 2 minutes from my house down the road. So when I first found him, I actually had no idea that he was this close to me. So yes, but not right now. Alright. And so I had no idea that he was this close to me. So actually I could have even driven the Jeep to his house with the roll cage and then just taken the roll cage off and then drove back home. He's literally 2 minutes from my house. So anyways, all that to say, we're gonna load up now, if I can find my keys, and we're gonna head over there and drop this thing off. He said I could video, so I'm planning on videoing a little bit. And we just made it here, guys, heading up the driveway. I didn't even know this place was up here. Alright guys, so we just got here to the powder coater. Do you pronounce it Santisos?
A few years ago, had a truck, wanted to rebuild it, got a lift kit for it, and got some quotes to get it powder coated. It was going to be 2 months out. It's pretty expensive, so I said, you know what, I think I can do that. So I went to Harbor Freight. I bought a Harbor Freight blast cabinet. had an air compressor already down in the garage and started blasting the parts. Got them cleaned up. Ordered a Eastwood gun, and I had a home oven. Hooked up an electrical outlet in the garage. Started blasting some small parts. I did the diff covers and just some little stuff, tow hook, stuff like that, and just started to really like it. I was watching people on YouTube, you know, there's a couple big channels that were doing some powder coating, and I was like, man, I think I can get into that. And it just kind of spiraled from there. Before I knew it, I had a 4-foot oven that I had bought, electric oven, doing it down there. I did some friends' wheels and stuff like that. And then just kept all the money I was making, I was just buying more equipment. And here we are now. So I built this building last year. I've been up here for like a year and 3 months. I was doing it all out of the garage. Flew out to Tennessee, took some classes, learned about the steam unit, and some more professional style equipment, you know, scat blast cabinet. And now we have all Columbia Coating stuff. So it's Columbia Coating's oven, Columbia Coating's booth, their gun system, a box feed unit. You know, so now we have a good setup where we can do just about anything that can fit in the oven.
Yeah, and guys, this place is rad. Like, the oven, to me, not being from the real industry, it's huge. Like, you can do pretty much anything. You said it's 10 foot long?
Yeah, it's 6 feet tall, 6 feet wide, 10 foot long. That's inside dimensions. Yep,
so he can do anything pretty much, minus maybe some frames. But if you guys are in the Fredericksburg, Virginia area, like, definitely check this place out. It is rad. Okay, so is this the place where you would like sandblast?
This is kind of like the prep station, right? So a lot of the stuff that we do here, I do a lot of stuff for fabrication shops. So I do a lot of automotive stuff too. I do a lot of wheels. I do a couple sets of wheels a week. As you can see, like bike frames. So these frames were painted. No, they're just factory bike frames. And in these tanks we have an acid stripper and then a neutralizer. So these will go in the acid stripper fully painted, come out full bare metal. And from here, we'll throw them in the sandblast cabinet, blast them, get them clean. Then we'll rack them, get them hung up on the racks, and then we chemical treat everything. So this is kind of one of the things that set us aside from a lot of the powder coaters, especially in this area. I don't know anybody that's using a phosphate pretreatment around here. This is more industrial style, but I do it on everything because it just helps. It gives a corrosion resistance to the part, which obviously in this industry, that's what we're doing anyways. We're keeping things from rusting, so it's just an added step. It can also be used as a degreaser. It's basically like a chemical injected steam gun. It just steam cleans things. So that's one thing that we do that sets us apart. But like a lot of the parts that I do are bare metal. They're already bare steel. So we just bring them in this wash bay, close the door, hit them with the steam gun, and they're ready to be sprayed.
Nice.
But anything that needs to be stripped goes in the strip tanks. Stuff like, you know, the roll cage in that, I'll actually blast it. This pot blaster is removable. It'll go outside. I'll blast that cage down outside. Yeah, that's our process.
Okay.
Then it'll
Cool.
come in here and get cleaned off. So, yeah.
Yeah, guys. Well, let me just take a look, show you guys this a little more over here. It's a big, like all this stuff, like you was saying, is like legit stuff. This isn't thrown together. This is for quality work, quality stuff, and he's got these out, so I'll show these, but I mean, these things are just beautiful. No, that was great. Well, we're gonna wrap things up here, but he said we could take a look at his truck at some point, so I will show you guys that.
We pulled the cab off. I just had it sitting on wooden blocks up on the frame, and we actually had it sitting here where the boat is. We came out, sandblasted everything, and that's the boat right here. But I drove up to Baltimore, got a new bed for it. Did the rockers, the cab corners, all that stuff.
Wow.
So, built this bumper. I was cool. not like show quality, but it's
That's big though.
fun.
Man,
Learning how to do everything.
those bars are huge.
Yeah. So I built those actually. There was a kit online. You see the powder coat that's starting to flake. Yeah, weld all. There's like a kit you buy online. You weld it all together. It's just DOM steel tubing. Comes with the bushing, so you cut the tube, weld it on the end. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's rad. Right on.
Yeah, I did all these rockers. These were all rusted out. These got all cut out and redid. New fenders, both sides, new bed. Redid the whole interior. The interior's dirty right now. Powder coated all this stuff. Built the front bumper.
That's big. You don't realize how big this thing is till you like get up next to it. Then it's like, wow, this thing is huge. 40
wheels, 40-inch tires. It's probably like 13 inches of lift, something like that.
Wow. And this, I'm not like a huge like Duramax nut, but I know they've got the Allison transmission.
Yeah, so this is an 06, so it's an LBZ Duramax, and it's got the Allison 1000 transmission. And of course, I went through and redid everything, so it's fully deleted. It's got the WC Fab piping kit. Injectors went out like 2 years ago, so I did 100 over injectors. We did a 10 mil CP3 pump. It's got the fuel system. It's like the 165 gallon per minute fuel system. Obviously downpipe, straight piped all the way back. Should make not that diesel. The tuning on it, BSP5 switch position tune. He said that it should make like 600, 650 horsepower. It's a fun truck for what it is. Yeah.
That's nothing to frown at for sure.
Underneath the gray, it's like 10 different colors. The doors, one's green, one's red. The bed's black. The cab's white. The hood was black. I pieced it all together.
It's very done tastefully. I like the gray on
It was
white.
originally going to be all white. That's why the suspension was white, because the truck was originally all white. And then I wanted to redo the suspension. I just haven't got around to it. I was going to redo it illusion cherry. I just haven't got around to it. It's going to be red or gray and cherry, but someday.
Yeah.
That's how it sits for now.
Well, you got the facility to do
That's
it.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, thanks for showing me. That's awesome. I've always dealt with like solid axle stuff up front.
Yeah, the independent, you got to really build it, especially for a setup this big. So it's got the FabTech inner forged center link and the outer tie rod ends. The steering box has been upgraded. It's obviously got the bigger front axles. There's so much stuff I can't even remember. The tubular front upper control arms with the bolt-on style ball joints. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's been gone over thoroughly. That's sweet. Well, I won't hold you any longer. I do appreciate you showing me around, and when we get to, he said he'll give me a text or call or whenever he's doing some of the parts, and if it works out, might be able to record some of that. But if not, here in a week or so, we'll have we'll
get some future projects.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Look forward to it. Guys, that was amazing. It was really rad. I'm so glad I found him. And it was just by stroke of luck. But amazing facility there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Really cool. Really, really cool. He will be getting a lot more of my business, hands down. So Yeah, well, we'll see. He said he's gonna get that blasted today is the plan, Saturday, and I've got a show this weekend, like a week from today. He said he's gonna try to have it done, you know, before then. So we'll see. He said maybe Monday or Tuesday he'll start powdering it and go from there. And my buddy came through again, and look at this. Got the sport roll cage on here until mine gets back from powder coat, and I really like the way this looks. And if I didn't have kids all the time that are going to be riding in my back seat, I would totally switch to this style. I think it just looks way more aggressive, and it makes the Jeep look longer because it like ties in. So like the family roll cage comes out here, which is good for protection in the back. But if you don't have people riding in the back seat, especially kids, I feel like, you know, you could get away with this. But man, it just makes the Jeep look, to me, a little bit longer, and I like that look. So anyways, I just wanted to update you guys with that. It is Sunday. Hopefully in a couple days before the weekend, we will have the roll cage back from powder coat, and it will look fantastic. Alright guys, so I was at my parents' house eating dinner, my wife and everything. Got the phone call, or the text, that my roll cage is ready to be picked up. I will go into more detail on that later, and kind of give you the whole story on that. Pretty crazy, in a good way. So I am headed right now to pick it up. So when it comes to the powder coating, the guy knocked it out of the park. Like, I cannot stress enough just how good this roll cage looks. If you haven't guessed, I have it back from powder coat. It is currently on my Jeep, right on the other side of this camera. It's just, I don't want to show you guys it quite yet. I want to get it out in the sunlight and then kind of do like some B-roll of the whole Jeep. Kind of keep y'all hanging a little bit maybe. But any work in the Fredericksburg, Virginia area, King George area, anywhere around here, I will send you to this guy. I will have all his information, as far as even his Instagram. I've got some cards. Anybody I see out in town who is currently thinking on powder coating, I'm gonna send it to him, because first of all, the pricing is reasonable, and the next big point, which I understand, and he told me not every job is like this, but he understands that when, you know, powder coating is a very in-depth process. Like you saw the footage earlier of his shop, all he does. There's a lot of time that goes into that, and I know because I've got powder coating and I powder coated all my stuff, minus the roll cage. His time, he quoted me a week to a week and a half. Most shops are 2 weeks and 2 weeks and like more even, and not many people like want to wait that long to like get some quality work done. Anyways, so I dropped these off on Saturday, and he was like, I'll try to get them done in a week. Literally the stars aligned perfectly. He had some time, and he literally knocked these out Monday, and they were ready Monday. It's Tuesday, I picked them up. So like the turnaround time was just insane, and I was super just impressed with how fast it was, because I've gotten quotes and it's been 2 to 3 weeks of like backed up time. So he's really quick. I can't guarantee you it'll be that quick, but typically a week and a half. You know, he tries to get them fast for you guys. I got tired. As you can see, it is overcast. It's not really that sunny. I just got tired of waiting for the sun to actually come out. It's been like a couple days and it's just been overcast every day. So I just got tired. I'm going to show you guys. You can see the sparkle a little bit, but let's go ahead and roll some bee footage right now, and then I will talk about what exactly you know, we did and all that. Alright, so that was just a little some B-roll of the, you know, cage. It came out amazing. Like, the video and pictures just don't do it justice when it is in the sunlight. And it's everything I've been wanting and just waiting for. And it finally happened. And Santiso, I believe, is the name of the company, the guy who powder coated it for me. Great guy, 10 out of 10 review on him, like amazing. He only lives like 2 minutes down from my house too, which is nice. And literally, like I think I mentioned this earlier, he had it done in like 3 days, 2 days really. I picked it up on the 3rd day. So anyways, just off the charts amazing. He did not powder coat these. So if you notice in the comment, or if you know anyone comments, hey, these look a little different, he did not powder coat these. I powder coated these myself, and it was early on in my powder coating. And anyways, they didn't come out that good compared to this. Like if you look, you can tell the difference. Anyways, yeah, 10 out of 10. Couldn't be more happy with how it came out, and I think it just sets the whole Jeep off. Before, maybe if I can, I'll try to find some footage of it with the it was like a hunter green actually paint, and man, it just clashed really bad with the you know, what color is this, chalk gray wrap, and then the teal with hunter green. It just wasn't the move, and I had always wanted to do this. Finally it aligned up. So huge shout out to Santiso. I'll put his information again across the screen here, and in the description I'll put his Instagram. And it was a pleasure meeting him, and I know we'll be doing more business in the future together. Maybe some axles. maybe. I'm just saying, when we go to 4-link this thing, axles, trusses, link bars, all that stuff might get done, guys. So yeah, we're not done with this Jeep by any means. Also, if someone in the Fredericksburg, Virginia area knows how to wrap and wants to make, you know, a little bit of side money wrapping this for me, I have the wrap already. All I need is someone who says, yep, I can wrap that for you. I just had a heck of a time with it sticking in here. I know the wrap, it's vivid. You know, it seems like people like vivid wrap. So I know it's not the wrap's fault. I know it's my fault for just not knowing how to wrap right. Anyways, yeah, and I think that, folks, is going to wrap up this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay posted for more. I actually thought I was doing a trail ride this morning, and I'm not. So that was had some last minute issues come up. But soon we will be taking this off-road and getting some video footage of that. So.
Oh no, this is Andrew's shoe.
Oh no. Hey, can you say like, comment, subscribe?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
You heard it from my daughter. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.